Okay, and we're live. Welcome anyone to the Gaming Chamber podcast, episode number 36. I'm your host Everett, aka Two Beasts to Kill You, aka the Beast with the Least. Yes, I'm growing more and more accustomed to saying that, and I do like that as an intro. All those nicknames.
You're welcome.
Thank you for the Beast with the Least, Devin. I am gonna actually thank you for that one, even though I shouldn't. And as you can tell, joining me this week right now, currently, just Devin. Go ahead, Devin.
The the goat.
Oh my god. Uh,
That's what everyone calls me. I just walk in, like I walk to work. People are just like, dude, that guy's the goat. I'm just like, yep.
okay. Well, I think I'll just call you the whitest podcaster you know. Anyways, JJ hopefully will join us in a bit. We'll see what happens with that. If it's just a two-man team today, then it's a two-man team.
Yeah, we'll Eiffel Tower this podcast together.
Right. Okay. All right. So yeah, I really don't know how to like move past that. Okay. So yes, uh, another week, another gaming news week, and all that stuff. Jesus fucking Christ, Devin, you're like throwing me off my game with that thing. Yeah. So yes, another week back into the normal schedule of our podcast after those missed, what was it, 2 weeks or whatever. A little bit of
Yeah,
a slow
'cause
week, but
someone was old and had
whatever.
black lung.
A bit of a slow week, I would say, but there's a couple big things, I guess, maybe that we would talk about, maybe two or three. But we'll get on into all that before we go. But before we get into it, Devin, how's your past week been? Play anything new? Anything big video game wise?
Just just Death Stranding right now is all I've been really playing. I can't I don't know, I like it. Like it's weird. I like it. Like I don't know. I think just because there's not microtransactions and shit like that. And it's just I don't know. It's different. Like and I don't know. Maybe I would enjoy the Metal Gear Solids like the new ones, but I just feel like there's so much story that I just don't know. So this one's kind of nice. I can just kind of hop into a Kojima game where I still don't understand a lot of the shit that's going on, but at least it's like the first game and I can kind of piece together a lot of the stuff that's going on. There's just weird shit that's going on right now. I just cut the umbilical cord of one of the BBs for this girl, but it was a ghost, one of the ghost babies essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Or the ghost BBs, not babies, like the BBs that are the babies that are in your
Well, because
the
it's
little
actually
pods or
BB,
whatever.
right? Like, doesn't it actually stand for
Well, they called
something?
them. Yeah, I forget what it called, but I mean BB baby, I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's interesting and stuff like that, and I don't know, it's kind of an interesting take on the post apocalyptic U.S. What's gonna happen, what could happen, but it's yeah, but I don't know. I'm enjoying it more than I thought I would.
And yeah, like you said, you're enjoying a Kojima game.
Yeah, there's yeah, it's definitely there's just some weird stuff, but from the basic standpoint is I mean from the you're you get it's you get on with the story. It's okay, so you're this guy and he's essentially an Amazon driver or whatever. Not really, but I mean, you're just delivering packages and you're trying to reconnect. It's called the chiral network or whatever, to get people reconnected and to reconnect the U.S. after this apocalyptic
Yeah, no,
end
yeah.
event. But then it's okay, but then there's enemies you can't see, and it's just then things just get weird and weirder, and it's oh, you can have this little BB, this little baby that can help you detect these unknown enemies. It's okay, why does it have to be a little baby that you can't even fucking see? Is the thing that can see these enemies and stuff. So it's just it's interesting. So it's just it initially starts out as a pretty simple concept, post-apocalyptic, but then there's just crazy shit that just happens. You're just oh my god. So
Uh, and I see JJ's here. JJ?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm
That's
like,
all I
he's
get.
not.
No introduction, nothing. Just
I'm saying, I was waiting for you to say something. JJ, welcome to the podcast.
thank you, thank you. I'm glad to be here. Glad to be here.
Well, since you're
Yes, sir.
here, what has the past week been like for you, video game wise?
Just a little bit of Call of Duty. Tried out Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl, um, and I think I've just been playing some RuneScape. Man, getting ready for the new event that comes out Wednesday, Leagues 5.
Interesting.
Yep,
More,
that's mostly
more
it.
League of Legends.
No, this is completely. This is RuneScape, not
Oh,
League of
it's
Legends.
RuneScape. I hear League and I think League of Legends.
Yeah, this is Leagues 5, which is like a crazy game mode where everybody gets like 4 times experience. There's a random. You have like thousands of tasks to do, like kill a goblin is a task, talk to a certain dude or whatever, complete a quest. It's also points. And then you get relics, which is like, oh well, this relic, when you cut trees you can burn logs as well at the same time and get experience on 2 different skills or something, shit like that. Or that's like kind of not normal in the game. You're supposed to get some mad XP drops. All the drop rates for items are like hella increased as well, so you can get like really good gear quickly. It only lasts a span of I think 2 months for do that, and you get points, and you can use those points to buy cosmetics for the actual game of Old School RuneScape. You can kind of show off some cool transmogs and stuff like that for the game.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So it's kind of just breaks the grind off the base game and just do some wacky builds or some shit like that. I think there's I think there's like an item you can like teleport back to wherever you teleported from, so people can like really get some fast experience rates or something. I think there's like a thing where all shops are free. You don't have to spend any gold. You can buy as much as you want, but the only catch is you can't sell shit back and get gold yourself. So, but it makes leveling up other skills very easy because again, you don't have to worry about gold no more for certain things.
Yeah. Huh. I have no idea what you're talking about. Half of that stuff, but it sounds fun and interesting.
Yeah, it's a but for RuneScape, it's a kind of like a big crazy fun deal. PVM only. I think this one has it where the whole map is sectioned off in certain locations, like for regions or whatever. There's like I think like 8 regions. But you can only choose to 3 different ones extra to add on to your list. That's all you can do. So you have to choose. There's a lot of plans if you want to do. I kind of just jump in and say, fuck it, I'll choose this one or whatever. I'm not too crazy on setting up this fucking goddamn Google document of why I need to choose this one because it has the best fucking gear, has the best points. I don't give a shit. I kind of just want to go in, get lots of points so I can buy those cosmetics at the end of the event or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I think since I'm gonna be playing on 2 accounts, I'm gonna kind of one account's gonna be kind of different style compared to the other account because I don't want to do the same shit twice. I kind of want to like, well, this guy's gonna do these 3 areas, so my other account's gonna do these other 3 areas, kind of shit.
Yeah.
Change it up, different builds or whatever. So excited to try it out, and I think double XP for COD because I think it's also next week as well. Long 4 or 5 day double XP on Black Ops 6.
Hmm.
We'll be playing a lot of that
I
shit.
gotta get back into playing some of that.
Yeah, because it was it me and Devin. We played fucking Warzone. We won it, but we won like 2 or some shit.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, with some randoms. Crazy.
Interesting. As for me for the week, we're just gonna get into the news because yeah, nothing on my end. I have not played anything. Just I don't even know. I think I'm just waiting for something big to play. I don't even know what's my next most anticipated game. I guess Avowed. Is that this year? No, Indiana
You
Jones.
got
That's
pushed
what I'm
back,
thinking.
right?
Indiana Jones. I think I'm waiting for Indiana Jones now. That's why. So that'll be the next
You think
game that I
Indiana
want to play.
Jones is doing a thing with IHOP or some shit? They have like a IHOP special for Indiana Jones on Xbox.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think they're like weird, like pancakes, like themed. I think I guess like Sonic had one too, like some
That's
Shadow and
weird.
stuff. Now they have Indiana Jones stuff.
Yeah,
That
I
sounds
didn't
kind
say
of like
anything.
weird.
I didn't say anything about that. So I don't know. Yeah, that's. I think I'm just waiting for Indiana Jones at this point. not really playing much, but
When does it come out? Next month?
December something,
yes.
like the 6th, maybe. I don't know. Does that sound
Is
right?
there anything else that's coming out before that? Is there another big game? I could
I don't think
actually look
so.
it. I could look it up. I
Oh,
have a
it was supposed to be
really.
Assassin's Creed, but they got pushed back.
I'm trying to look. There's like a on my what do you call it? My GX browser. It does tell me when games are coming out. What the fuck? So I mean, there's other games coming out, but nothing big like that. Just looks like the next. Yeah, the next one would be Indiana Jones. It comes out the 9th, so
Oh, you're close,
we're
close
almost
to.
there though. We're almost there. Okay then, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's just start with this one. This one's probably not going to get a lot of talk from us. Elon Musk is suing Twitch. He's just saying that they like conspiring to boycott advertisement on Twitter/X, whatever you call it. I didn't really look too
Yeah,
much into it.
and I don't understand why he's like all of a sudden suing him. I would just, if I was a lawyer, I would show the clip where it's just like where he's just like, if you don't want to advertise, he's like, fuck off. I'd be like, okay, like that's how he views like advertisers. So we're not advertising on his platform. Like I just don't understand how he is now getting butthurt that people don't want to advertise on his platform. Like he told fucking advertisers to go fuck off,
Yeah, he did.
and
He
now
did
he's
say
like,
that. He basically
yeah,
said like fuck you.
if
I
you don't
don't
like
care.
this, go, yeah. So I just
They're
don't
supposed
get why he's all butthurt about it now.
they're supposed to be smart. Why is he being a dumb right now?
I mean,
He's not that smart, but
He's got
I,
Asperger's, right? Or some
I
shit.
hate when people say that kind of stuff. Like just because he's rich doesn't mean he's smart. Just
yeah, that's why I was like, he's not smart. Like he almost ran PayPal on the fucking ground.
I always see that kind of stuff. They're like, oh, they have to be smart because they're rich. Like, no, they knew how to play the game. Doesn't mean you're smart. Like an idiot can play the game
Well, they're
and
smart
make a
enough to
lot of
play the
money.
game. Why didn't you play the game?
Probably because I'm not white.
Poor. Now you're poor.
I mean, he got lucky with he's like, hey, what about if we do this? Now I got a bunch of money.
Well,
Now he could do this. Like
you, you were born in the wrong nutsack. That's what happened.
I was born from the wrong nutsack. Yep, that is exactly what happened. Yeah, yeah, I think it's like all of a sudden now he wants to sue Twitch after his like, well, if you don't want to, you don't want to advertise, then go fuck yourself. Yeah, yeah, I don't care. Now he cares. And that's Elon Musk for you. Like, I mean, that's rich people for you. They're all gonna do that kind of shit. I mean, I'm not one of
Isn't
those
Twitch
idiots
like
who,
fucking
huh?
going down too? Isn't Twitch like fucking up too? Like they're like not making money and they're about.
No, recently Twitch. It wasn't that they're not. I mean, everything's kind of losing money. Twitch has kind of had like bad breaks, I guess, if you want to call it that. I know what you're probably thinking is recently they did something where they like changed their like their policies when it comes to like political streamers. So like
Like Hassan and
yeah, like Hassan
like Adam Gold.
Piker and
Well,
people
I don't
like
know
that.
about Adam Gold.
Asmongold, I guess, would be considered more like just a game streamer, but he does do a lot of he has been doing more political content. I guess he does kind of a bit of everything. He just talks about
Yeah,
real world stuff, events or whatever.
yeah.
But it did start with like him, like he was one of the big ones. Him, what was that guy for H3 Productions? I think that's what it is, but I don't
Uh,
remember the guy's name. Um,
yeah. Yeah, like the main one, right? With him and
Yeah,
his
the
wife
big
or whatever.
dude. Yeah, him and his wife. I don't
Oh,
remember. Ethan Klein. Ethan Klein, his name.
yeah, it's
And
like
then
I'm like ah,
yeah, and Hassan Piker's part of it too. It's because like recently, like there's been obviously with all that like you know the war going on the other fucking side of the world or whatever, Palestine and all that shit. There's been like this big thing, like it's either you're pro this or pro that, but like they don't just say you're pro Palestine, pro Israel, or whatever it is. It's like, oh, if you choose one country, you're against Jews, and if you choose the other country, you're like, I think, what do they call a Zionist, right? Like those are the ones who are supposed to be like pro Jewish or something. Like so, you're basically just like you want the other country to die if you choose one or the other, and like that's I mean that's just social media for you, but like I guess
that's true.
there's been more and more. I don't remember her name. There was a political streamer who was basically saying like supposedly I don't know I haven't really looked it up, but she was like having a lot of anti-Jewish like sentiments or whatever. And then there was like something where she was saying like if you're a soldier, she hopes you get PTSD and kill yourself, things like that.
Oh, that seemed familiar. I think I popped that.
Yeah.
I
Then
think
like
something about that.
Ethan Klein started getting more like putting it out there more, was saying like how is Twitch allowing all this like anti-Semitic stuff, and so I guess Twitch is trying to be like, okay, let's yeah, no, we don't want anti-Semitic stuff
And they're
on
finally getting off the fucking hot tub streams and actually doing their jobs.
well but yeah I don't I don't dive do too much into like the political stuff like that. I do you know pay attention enough, but obviously as you could tell, I'm not like fully versed in it. I have like a surface level understanding, and I might even be like messing up on some of the details.
And cancel.
But yeah, all I know is that like it's like caused a big rift between Hassan Piker and Ethan Klein because they used to have a podcast together. So
Well, Ethan Klein has a podcast with like a fuck ton of people too. Feels like.
no, but they used to like podcast together and do stuff. They would like I don't know. They're both idiots. Like I don't really give a shit. But yeah. All right, let's just go ahead and move to the next thing because yeah, obviously we're getting into stuff that has nothing to do with what we typically talk about. I didn't add this into our like itinerary or whatever, but I want maybe more your um opinion on this, JJ, because you're the one who plays this game, or at least I think you do. Final Fantasy 14. It's coming to mobile,
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the mobile version.
so
It's
I
weird
don't
as
really know
shit.
anything about
But
it.
yeah, I think they partnered. I think Tencent Zone
Tencent,
is
it's
making
Tencent.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah. So it's weird. Because I think I just like fuck it. It's funny thing. I think I started reading about it a little bit, but I think that like a few hours before it was announced, I think they were saying like, "Oh yeah, guess what, guys, it's coming to mobile." And then I saw the director of Final Fantasy 14 talking about it. I I don't know how oh, maybe because it's like because the way Genshin Impact is worked, with a lot of those mobile games to be what is it, Zenless, like that other anime fucking um mobile gotcha games and shit like that. That are kind of like mobile games. I mean MMOs.
yeah, yeah.
So they gotta dabble into that because that's all fucking Final Fantasy 14 is starting to become like a hell of an anime weeb game and stuff. Trying to get market towards those guys.
Wait, are we talking about anime weeb stuff? I probably should have got my brother in on the podcast. He is all about the anime weeb stuff. The gameplay
Dude, Final
for
Fantasy
the
4 is like
podcast right now. Well, no, but like the gameplay that I have for the podcast right now is his
it's like Genshin
gameplay
Impact.
of no, not Genshin Impact, Stellar Blade. They did their what near is it near Automata?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, the near
You
Automata
see that?
like
I think they
collaboration.
added like boob squeeze physics or some shit. So like the
Boob
girl can like
squeeze
squeeze her boobs.
physics.
Yeah, I saw like a video where like the girl like squeezed her tits together with her arms. They
Oh
added
my
that
god,
feature now.
I would not. I would
Yeah, I
not
saw a video and you see the guy
be
like you see
surprised
like the most neck beard dude. He's like, "Oh my god!" Like,
if she could squeeze
damn,
her
dude,
tits together with her arms now. All of a sudden, you know what? Okay, so full
10 out of 10.
disclosure, my brother is next to me. He is playing the game right now as we're doing the podcast. I think he looked to see if he could do that as I was talking about the titty squeeze animation. I
It's
think
like,
he's trying to find it.
man,
So
dude.
he's looking right now. He's looking through
The
like her.
video was
He's in
like she was
photo
like getting
mode.
on top of a table or some shit like that. Like she put her feet
Yeah.
like she was like going up against the table or something.
No, he.
Yeah, I never played Stellar, but
Oh, I think we found it. It's a pose in the photo mode. She is doing it. She's like bent over, squeezing her titties together with her arms. And yeah, oh yeah, this is if you're a lonely weeb virgin, this is like masturbation material through and through. My
Perfect
God.
for you, right?
Huh?
Perfect for you, right?
I'm not into this type of stuff. Hey,
Okay, there you go.
I'm not gonna shame someone for their kink if this is what gets them going. Uh, but hey, you know, man. All right. All right. With that, we're gonna move to the next thing. Okay. Uh, so recently, some of these old Activision titles that were licensed games, their Steam database has been updated, which is hinting that maybe these games are gonna be playable again. So I don't know if this is the whole like slate of games, but this is at least a small list of it. There's the Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2. I'm assuming this is probably the remastered versions. Or these are all at least remastered in some way or something. I don't know. Not all of them probably have remasters. But Deadpool, the Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions game, which man, not Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. I want Spider-Man Web of Shadows. Give me that. Transformers Devastation, Transformers War and Fall of Cybertron. War for Cybertron, Fall of Cybertron. Those are the games at least that are showing up right now. There's probably going to be more. Um, but as you can tell, these are all like Marvel and Transformers stuff. I don't know.
that's kind of cool.
I mean, like, yeah.
All are really all really good games. Like
So
those are all great games.
I haven't
I
played
love the
I haven't
Transformers
played Shattered
games.
Dimensions and Deadpool, but those two Transformers games are top tier. Like they are very good.
They're very good.
I know, I want like full on like remakes. Maybe not remakes, but I guess maybe more remaster. Uh, to look like current gen games. Like I would just like ones that look like current gen games to be able to be played on my Xbox Series X. Because obviously those games came out in the 360 generation, so they're gonna look a little rough. But man, they played well. They're third-person shooters, and you could obviously the
Hmm.
vehicle transformation and stuff. But like I am very like excited if they start bringing back some of these games from even if it is just like, oh, it's gonna be 360 games. Yeah, sure, why not?
If they just up the frame rate,
Yeah.
that'd be nice.
Well, because like the reason I'm more excited too is because one of one of the games on there is Shattered Dimensions. I've never played Shattered Dimensions, but like my hope is that this does mean other Spider-Man games could get could start being released through backwards compatibility at least. And yeah, like I said, Web of Shadows is one of my like favorite Spider-Man games. I don't know if you guys have played that one. Devin, you had to have
Yeah,
at
I
least played it,
I
right?
don't I never beat it, but I played it. I checked it out from GameStop way back in the day.
Yeah, I
I
love the
mean,
whole
most games I played
like
at some point.
what is it the suit switch mechanic where it's like, oh, I'm gonna be in the regular Spider-Man suit, and if you're in the regular Spider-Man suit, you're a little faster, you know. and if you went into the black suit Spider-Man mode or whatever, you hit a little harder, and I think there might have been like a you could absorb health or something maybe. I could be getting that mixed up with something else, with another game or something. But yeah, I mean, if we could just get more of those, like, because obviously, like Spider-Man, the Spider-Man like PlayStation games are not coming over to the Xbox. Maybe not. I don't know. But if we
Probably
could
not.
start, yeah, probably not. If we could get some of these older Spider-Man games to start coming over, even Xbox, like original Xbox games, like there's one on the original Xbox called it's Ultimate Spider-Man. I love that game. That game was so good. I've wanted that game to have like a remake or remaster for so long, but obviously I don't think it was a popular game. I don't even think it got good reviews, um, or reviewed very well or whatever. But I loved it. I don't know if you guys played it, but yeah, that's a game I would love for them to be like, oh, we're bringing it back through backwards compatibility. You you know, whether it's if I have to go buy a physical disc or they're gonna let you download it. I would love Ultimate Spider-Man and Web of Shadows. I
Yeah,
mean,
the only Spider-Man really games I played was like the movie ones, really.
the movie ones were good. I
Well,
like
not counting,
Spider-Man
not
2.
counting the PlayStation like 4 or 5. I mean, like the old school ones. There's one I played on like the Super Nintendo a long time ago. I can't remember, but mostly played a fuck ton of 1, 2, and 3.
Wait, a side-scrolling one on the Super Nintendo
Yeah,
where you could play as Venom.
I think so.
You're probably
It
talking
sounds
about
familiar.
Maximum Carnage.
The red case one.
Yes.
Oh no, I was rented from Mexico. That's it.
Oh,
That's all I remember.
wait. Mexico has video games. They allow them over there.
Yeah, Blockbusters.
Mexico had
Wow, not even
blockbusters.
Hollywood. You didn't go to Hollywood, dude?
No, we had to go to Texas to get across the border to go to that one.
Oh God.
Hey, but
Uh,
hey, if you wanted to play your old, like really old games, yeah, you go to the ones in Mexico, bro. Because when you go to the obviously in America, they had like the N64 and kind of newer titles on that. But the
yeah.
Blockbuster had the fucking Super Nintendos.
Hmm. So I don't know. Obviously, it'd be nice to play these games, but like, is there just certain games maybe you guys that from the Activision, like just the licensed games specifically, that you hope will maybe they start bringing in, Devin?
I can't think of any other ones right now. I mean, like the Deadpool game was a lot of fun playing that. So having that one back would be fun. Just trying to think if there's any other. And like Transformers games are a ton of fun. Just
Hmm.
can't.
And I can't think of anyone I'm trying to think of right now.
Yeah, see, that's the thing, because like if the Cybertron games come back, like when it comes to Transformers games, I don't think I care about any of the other ones. I mean, I know that like right, it was you and me, right, Devin? We played that one. What was it Rise of the Dark Spark or something like that?
Yeah.
We played a lot of that Horde mode. I mean, they didn't have
Yeah.
PvP as far as I can remember.
No, it wasn't. There was a different Transformers game that had PvP
No,
and it
the
was
Cybertron
dog shit.
games. The Cybertron. Oh wait, no, okay. No, the Cybertron games had good PvP. I
Yeah,
don't
there was
know.
like I think it was like I can't remember. It was one of the movie adaptation ones.
I know. It was a Revenge of the Fallen. I played the fuck out
Yeah,
of that
maybe
one.
that one.
I played the fuck out of that shit.
Or maybe Dark of the Moon.
My favorite one was fucking. I think it was the Pavlo fuck helicopter Decepticon. I just fucking mowed people down.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
I'm
it
just
just sucks
hopeful
that
with
all
more
those
games.
development teams just got folded into Call of
Oh, I
Duty.
know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that is because like the ones that were doing it was like High Moon Studios did the Cybertron games. You had
Hmm.
Raven Software doing like just so many good games. Yeah, I mean they're still around. Maybe Microsoft might be willing to let them do their own thing. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully we could get maybe High Moon doing another Transformers game. I don't know. I don't know, man. Let's just go ahead and move to the next thing. Because now we're getting into speculation that probably will never happen, and that'll make me sad. Um, you know what? For the next like set of news, we're gonna go ahead and like not bunch them up together, but like do them in sections because we have a I guess an Xbox, some Xbox news. We have PlayStation news. Then we'll the game award stuff we'll talk about, or at least just the nominees. We'll talk about that last. Yeah. I guess the first thing we could talk about when it comes to Xbox, because honestly, this probably won't be a big conversation. Black Ops 6 apparently has caused a surge in Game Pass signups. So,
Shocker.
yeah,
Seriously.
it's like a like oh duh kind of thing. I mean, obviously if you looked online, there was a lot of people who were saying like no, this isn't going to happen. There was even people or not people. I think I saw like a I want to say it was maybe PC Gamer or I don't remember which website it was, but they said like I don't remember the exact words. It was a lot of fucking garbage shit, but it's basically saying like the Black Ops 6 release was going to be more beneficial to PlayStation than Xbox. That like Sony would make more money off of it, which is obviously not true because like I think even mathematically not true. Because obviously if Game Pass, uh, you know, counts maybe toward the revenue if they I don't know if they'll count it like that. Like, oh, you know what? Somebody signed up clearly to play Black Ops. I don't know if they'll count that, but obviously people are going to still buy it on Xbox. They're not going to sign up for Game Pass. They just want to own the game. There's going to be people who bought it on Steam. Who do you think gets most of that money? Xbox. People bought it on PlayStation. I think it was the number one or number two selling game on PlayStation. Who do you think's getting most of that money? Xbox.
Yeah, it's not like it's driving console sales.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, like that was something you could see a mile away. That there's going to be people who are like, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to sign up for Game Pass. I mean, a lot of people who sign up probably only sign up for the month just to play, like the campaign maybe. And there's probably people who maybe got like a year because whatever, I don't know, or a few months so they can play Call of Duty before they get bored. But there's probably people who are like, hey, you know what, I'm going to stick with it. Game Pass is,
Yeah, or forget you're subscribed and
or yeah, forget they're subscribed to Game Pass. Then like they get charged. Oh shit, I forgot I'm subscribed to that. I got to cancel it. And then forget again. I've done that a couple times. It's not fun.
It is for a while, dude. It sucked ass.
I don't know. I mean, you'd you would consider that a success, right? Like for specifically for Game Pass, like Black Ops 6 being released through Game Pass, that's a success, right? That there's a surge in signups.
oh yeah.
Yeah, 100%. It's like
Now,
dumb if you don't think it
yeah.
is.
Now, how many do you think? Not how many do you think they got? How many do you think they probably needed to be considered a success?
I have no fucking clue.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Okay, let me see if I could find like how many subscribers they have. Like, because if I could find So apparently, as of February 2024, Game Pass has 34 million subscribers. Would you say they probably were like, we want to get a million new subscribers for it to be like this is like maybe not the target number, but the like wishful number?
Sure. I'll say yes. A million.
Just so they could get up to 35 million. Because, I mean, obviously, I don't know. I'm not a business person or anything like that. I don't know what would be considered an increase in subscriber numbers that is like, oh, this is now we're just making we're definitely in the black at this point or something.
In the Black Ops point.
Oh, in the Black Ops. I get it. I get it. I don't know. I'm gonna say they probably were like, let's hope for a million. I mean, it could be completely like way less than that, or I could be like conservative in my estimation of what it is, and like all of a sudden they come out like, yeah, we got like 5 million new subscribers, like most of them on PC, but still.
Yeah, I think on PC you didn't have to buy the ultimate.
No,
I
you
think you
don't.
gotta just pay the.
You
Yeah,
can
you just
get
have to
Game
pay
Pass for
just the
PC,
regular
I think.
PC Game Pass. Yeah, Xbox in the ultimate, but yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. That's a thing now. More subscribers thanks to Black Ops. All right. So Xbox is now. Let me see if I can find the actual. Okay. So
Like when
as
you,
of what? Well, go ahead.
I was say you just say the number. I'll say it after.
The number?
You said the subscribers count.
Oh no. They have 34 million right now.
Oh, I was just gonna say the thing is like yeah we got Game Pass new subscribers obviously for Black Ops 6, but guess what? We were talking about it earlier. Fucking Indiana Jones, like hey, you might if you're done playing, but waited like a couple more weeks, you could try out fucking
I
Indiana
mean,
Jones also. And you're
so
like, all right, fuck
obviously,
it.
yeah, obviously that's why they went out on this spending spree and spent 69 billion on Activision. Spent, was it like almost 10 billion, right, or whatever, for Bethesda?
Hmm.
It was something like that. And then obviously went out and bought other developers like Ninja Theory and all that. Um, was because at some point they wanted it to be where it's like at least once a month. They clearly want to be at a point where it's like at least once a month you're getting an Xbox like published game. So if you have a subscription to Game Pass and it's like, oh yeah, like you're saying, oh, you know what, I subscribed for Black Ops 6, and now it's like, yeah, I don't, I like it. Do I want to keep it? And then you see that, yeah, Indiana Jones is coming out. You're like, oh, okay, I'll stay subscribed. Play Indiana Jones. Then you're like, okay, cool. And you see the next game coming out. I don't know if they have anything in January, but we'll just go with February, Avowed. And someone sees like, oh, you know what? I do want to try that. Then maybe they'll stay subscribed, and like so they can keep playing games. That's clearly what they want. They want to try and like have a big game, like, or at
every
least
2-3 months.
yeah, maybe even once a month. I think once a month is their goal. Maybe not a big game, but a big enough game that's like I want to stay subscribed so I can play this game. And if they
I
could
don't want
get,
to buy it, but I'll play.
yeah, I mean, if that if that's not their goal, then there was no point in buying all the fucking shit that they bought. There's just no point if that is not the goal. But that has to be the goal. And like Microsoft is all so I think we've talked about this before. But like Microsoft has always been a better software company than hardware. And this is what they do. They part of that like being a better software company than hardware is like, you know what, we're gonna have uh this subscription plan for a business model or whatever that's gonna go with our video games division. Obviously you need the games for that to be a successful uh, just anything. What is a unfortunately what is the like cheaters way or fastest way or the cheapest way, even though obviously it costs a lot of money, but the quote unquote cheapest way to get to it. Don't grow your own studios, don't grow your own catalog of games that you have internally like that. Go out and buy whatever you can.
Hell yeah, brother.
Amen.
That's capitalism for you. I mean, we're going to talk about it with another company, with Sony, with their like going out and buying everything they can, but not for video games specifically. But yeah, they're trying to be when it comes to your video game playing habits, specifically with subscriptions. That's the go-to, having Game Pass, and like that's why they obviously don't care that it's on PC, and they obviously would love to be able to put it on the Switch and PlayStation. Because if you're just subscribed and you're giving them money, that's all that matters. That's all that matters.
Mm-hmm. Because they don't make money off consoles.
Yeah, no, it's yeah. So we'll we'll see how that goes, but obviously, I mean, like we both or not both, all three of us were basically saying like, duh, this makes sense that they gained a bunch of new subscribers thanks to Black Ops 6. So, but speaking of Game Pass, well, I guess it's is this considered part of Game Pass still? I don't even know. I know that if you have Game Pass Ultimate, it's part of it. So their cloud gaming, Xbox's cloud gaming um, portion of their video game business. They've been talking about it for a while, but as of November 20th, it's now gone live. Their buy to own Xbox cloud gaming feature is like you could now buy games and stream them, which is obviously if you don't have Game Pass, but you still want to stream your games through whatever it is, you know, your TV or your phone. Now you can just straight up buy them and then stream them. There's a list of 50 games in this first initial wave. Let me find that list. And here we go. So the list of games: Animal Well, Assassin's Creed Mirage, Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora, Balatro, Baldur's Gate 3, Banishers: Ghosts of New Eden, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, The Casting of Frank Stone, Cyberpunk 2077, Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D remake. That's a fucking stupid name. Dredge, Dying Light 2 Stay Human, Farming Simulator 25, Fear the Spotlight, Final Fantasy 14 Online, Final Fantasy 1 through 6, Hades, Harry Potter Quidditch Champions, High on Life, Hitman World of Assassination, Hogwarts Legacy, House Flipper 2, Kenna Bridge of Spirits, Lego Harry Potter Collection, Life is Strange Double Exposure, Metro Exodus, Mortal Kombat 1, NBA 2K25, PGA 2K Tour 2K23, Phasmophobia, Prince of Persia The Lost Crown, Rust, 7 Days to Die, Star Wars Outlaws, Stray, The Crew Motorfest, The Outlast Trials, The Plucky Squire, The Witcher 3, Tom Clancy's The Division 2. I don't know why I said Tom Clancy's Division 2. The Division 2, Top Spin 2K25, Undertale, Vengeance of Mana, Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2, and WWE 2K24. They'll all be available through xbox.com/play and web apps on a MetaQuest VR headset, Amazon Fire Stick, Samsung TVs to begin with.
What were they again?
Haha.
Yeah, my mic cut out. Can you? What are the games again?
Hey, you're
Yeah.
really laggy, bro.
So,
No,
anyways,
it's cool. Like it's cool. You
That's
can
a
just do
lot
it
of
on a.
game, bro.
Yeah, I mean, like there's some decent games on there. Like if you just go to, I mean, go to Xbox.com and you can play The Witcher. Like if you just, I don't know.
I
Like
was like Space Marine 2, dude. A lot of those games kind of like fairly new too, which is pretty cool.
yeah, well, like, do you know like if you can go to Xbox.com if you have a Mac and do it, or do you know that?
uh, I
Because like it'd be cool for like
believe.
Mac people if they could. It'd be cool for them to be able to do that too.
Or they buy PC.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, but that's another way for Microsoft to be like, yeah, guess what? We don't give a shit if you have a Mac. Like, you can play it too. Like, you paid us money. Like, yeah, you didn't buy our platform, but at least,
Stream it, yeah.
So, okay, you can stream Xbox games on a Mac using Xbox Cloud Gaming or the OneCast app. So basically, yeah, if you go to xbox.com/play on your Mac
yeah,
using
it's cool.
Chrome, Edge, or Safari.
Edge? You Edge, bro? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my God.
That's
Didn't actually they try to like advertise, not advertise, but they put out a tweet like, how do you Edge? Like for their Microsoft Edge. Like, oh my God. I swear that was a thing.
yeah.
How do you Edge?
Yeah.
Like,
You're like, do you want me to show you?
I know, right?
Do I send in a video? Like, is this a contest?
I know. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think this is cool. And this is going more to the where I've said that Microsoft is clearly not caring about consoles. They'll keep making consoles, but they are like, no, they want to dominate any kind of device where you could like play games. And like you could play Xbox games, or hey, go ahead and buy a game through our app or through our service. You can still stream it through our whatever. I know they did recently get rid of the cloud gaming app, I think. Or no, it wasn't the cloud. It was the
Yeah.
Game Pass app that had the cloud gaming
Yeah.
on it or the streaming. So they got rid of the Game Pass app. You're supposed to be able to do it through the actual Xbox app, but I've not been able to do that. I've tried. I wanted to test it out, but yeah. So I don't know. This is a cool thing. This is obviously more toward Xbox just wanting to be number one at some point when it just comes to not in console sales, obviously, but like in, I guess, timeshare or something. I don't know how you would want to say it. Just, yeah,
They just want to like reach people no matter like they're kind of just meeting people where they're at because people are like, oh, game consoles are expensive, or like I have this and I don't want to buy like I have a Switch and a PC, or I have a Switch and a Mac. Like, I don't really want to buy an Xbox. It's like, okay, well, I tell you what, like, well, you can do it this way. Like, you can just go to this web browser and you'll be fine. It's just giving people options,
yeah.
which is
Which
good.
we need, especially if, like I've been saying, if consoles start to get more expensive, we need more options. We just need more options, stuff that's gonna help us not spend so much when it comes to games.
You poor, bro?
It's not about being poor. It's about, do you want to spend fucking $700, $600 on a console each?
Eh.
Well, if it ain't shitty stats like the Pro, PS5 Pro, then probably.
To
Or it can't even fucking run certain games. Like, it's like, oh, yeah, we'll run fucking Dragon Age better. It's dog shit on there.
You know what? Speaking of PlayStation, we'll go ahead and move with that. We're going to transition into the PlayStation portion because there's a few things we could talk about.
Transition? Canceled.
Canceled. Hashtag canceled.
You, well, you were talking about fucking Dragon Age. Isn't there?
Wow.
Isn't there? Isn't there a
No, it's not trans. It's a non-binary.
nine-binary?
Stupid. We're not. Forget it about. Just
Oh,
let's
now,
not do
now
it.
we are canceled. We are canceled.
Yeah, we're definitely
Sorry.
canceled. Uh,
No, it's just Everett's cancel. I'm all for it, but you're the one fucking poo pooing on it. So
speaking of bad PlayStation hardware, or maybe not bad, but misguided, maybe not thought up correctly. However you want to say it. PlayStation Portal. It's getting an update. So it's getting an update to be able to, I guess, basically do what it was supposed to do from the beginning. It released
or what
last,
people would want it to do.
yeah. So now it has a cloud streaming beta for select PS5 games, and yeah, volume adjustment settings, whatever. So yeah, because the way it works, the way it worked right was that you could still take it to like anywhere, but you had to be connected to the internet, and your console had to be connected or not connected, but like yeah, connected to the internet and put in like sleep mode, right? So it could be doing the
Yeah,
what is that? What is that thing called? The what do they
Remote
call
play.
that? The what?
remote
Remote.
play. I'm pretty.
Remote
Yeah,
play.
remote
Yeah,
play.
it only worked through remote play, right? So basically,
Yeah,
so now this should make yeah, it's gonna do what it should do. If you have, because you know the PlayStation Plus, what is it, Premium, has some games that can be played through streaming. Um, and there's like some older games too. Like there are games that like you have to play to stream. So the now if like let's say I have a PlayStation Portal and I'm at a hotel for some reason, connected to the internet, I could play my some of my games because obviously it's select PS5 games. I'm assuming they're trying to get it in line with like a PlayStation 5 where it's like, oh no, just whatever can be streamed, you can stream it.
Yeah,
This is what it
there's
should have
like the.
been. This is what it
I
should have been
forgot.
from the very beginning. And I don't know. Do you guys think it's too late, like too little, too late, or you think this might save the portal?
Even if it does save the portal, Sony's gonna just cancel it. Who gives a fuck?
Oh, Jesus Christ! I mean,
PSP,
the
Vita,
Vita.
VR.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah. The PSVR 2 is on sale for like $350 right now.
I'm good. I have my
I mean,
course too.
so, but here's the thing. Like, I do now kind of want to see if I can get a PlayStation Portal. Like, I want to see if I can buy one because if I could
I
just
mean,
use,
they're readily available. You just need to get $200, but and you're poor, so
oh, they're $200. I thought they were
yeah,
more
they're not
now.
expensive. Did they go up in price? I mean,
I thought they were like 250 or something. PlayStation
I thought
loves
they were like
to.
$200.
Oh yeah, they are 200.
And then like, what? Are they gonna raise the price of the telling people again, like the
Well, no,
controller?
I mean, look. PlayStation has a tendency to overprice shit. Like, isn't the how much is the VR?
Well, it's 550. It's on sale, or maybe when they release it. I'm pretty no. It's 550 with the Horizon
That's what
game,
I'm saying.
and it's
Should
five
should
by
a PlayStation
itself.
VR be $500, even with a game or whatever it is? Like, should it ever be $500? A VR headset?
Because Sony people are delusional. Yeah, probably. They'll eat shit up, bro.
I
They
mean, look at
brought
the
Last of Us
PlayStation. Look at the
Part
Pro.
One.
Look at the Pro. The Pro should not be how much it is. $700 is too much. So, like,
Or yeah, dude. That's actually for, like we already talked about before. Like that's fucking nuts, bro.
it's
Fucking
nuts.
more than the console for the VR.
So, I mean, two
Yeah,
hundred
but now it's on
dollars,
sale
and
Black
honestly
Friday
too,
for
but honestly
350.
too, for a PlayStation Portal, $200 probably is still maybe too much as well. So
Well, it's just like I want to know. Like I guess I need to I mean like I'd be interested to get it too. But I mean like I don't like go outside my like I work from home and like if I leave, like I don't know. I already have my Switch. So it's kind of just like do I really need to have another device that I like probably wouldn't play. It's like I
Yeah,
have so many
right.
Switch games. So it's like if I don't play a PlayStation game, I can play it at my house. But it's like how good is the streaming quality? Like how good of internet do you need to get for these PlayStation games to be streamed?
yeah, yeah, that's true. So
It's not like these are like low fucking indie games because if you're streaming like Last of Us, like I'm sure it's fucking takes a
Yeah, I think they're
lot.
also. I think isn't one of the games too like fucking God of War? I think like Ragnarok or something. I thought. And there's like a lot of the PlayStation Select titles or something, right?
uh, hmm, I'd have to look it up. Let me see. Hold on, I'm looking up something. If I could find, you know what? Nah, never mind. I can't find. I got rid of. Unfortunately, I got rid of the tweet. All right. Hold on. I'm looking up something because. Go ahead. Keep talking amongst yourselves.
No.
Nah, I'll pass. I want to just wait on you, Everett.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, but I don't
Let's just shit on Everett, man. Look at him. He doesn't even know how to fucking read.
know. Yeah, it's the first time podcasting, dog.
I'm trying to look it up. Like I fucking deleted the tweet so I could look it up real quick. Kiss my ass. Okay. Never mind.
Okay, fine.
We're just gonna move to the
Fine.
next thing.
Present it.
Oh my god.
Present.
I just. Oh my god. All right. Next portion of the Sony stuff. So this is just a rumor. Next gen AMD tech supposedly is going to power a Sony handheld as well as the PlayStation 6. Um, yeah, I don't. If they make a
Please,
handheld,
please.
I don't believe in it. So, but I'm gonna let you guys talk amongst yourselves right now about it. I have to do something for about 5 minutes, and I'll be right back. But go ahead.
I mean, a Sony handheld would be cool. It's just, I don't know. I bought a PSP, I bought a Vita, and like the PSP, they kind of supported. I mean, I would say they supported it better than they did the Vita, but it's just like, I don't know. Like, am I really gonna buy a Sony handheld system that it like? I mean, like, it's just gonna be a what is it? It's gonna be a souped up version of like the Portal they have right now because like they're. I mean, I doubt they're gonna make anything disc based or like cartridge based. I mean, I guess they could, but
I'll just do another Vita thing with the cartridges. Because it's
yeah,
like there's like what a more expensive fucking portal. Like okay, and like here we go again, fucking PlayStation.
the
Now
Portal
making the
Pro.
portal be able to fucking making the Portal Pro, the new Portal 2.0. But now you actually have games cartridges attached instead of just streaming service. $400.
Oh, and we have we made special new memory cards for this thing too.
Yeah, no, and even those ones that are out there and shit, can't use them. Fuck you.
Yeah,
Don't worry, you guys
or
buy them.
even yeah, because that's the thing is like the Portal has no memory. Obviously, it's probably got RAM in there somewhere, but like it has no actual like fucking like memory. So it's just like it's all cloud saves and all cloud streaming. So it's just like I don't know.
It's dumb. But whatever. If someone wants to make another handheld to abandon it a couple years later, it's totally fine with me.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, or maybe because they know Xbox is making one, they feel like they have to make one. But like, I feel like if Sony makes another one, I feel like it has to have like just internal memory. Like, it can't be. They can't make. I mean, they can, but like, if they want it to sell, they can't make the same mistakes. They need to just have it like regular SSD cards that you can get, like micro SSD cards that like people put in their Switch or their Steam Decks. Like the system's got to have some memory on it, easily expandable memory, and
Hmm.
then digital downloads. Like it needs to have digital downloads because like I would contemplate getting a Portal if it was like $300 and I could download my PlayStation games on there. It's just because like I don't know, like the times that I want to play games like on the go, it's usually like I'm on a plane. And guess what? I can't do on a plane. Fucking stream. So it's like they need to be on my console. I don't like streaming is cool, but like we're just not to that point where like I don't know, if you're like I don't drive like I don't ride the bus to work or whatever, but like people ride the bus to work, like if they're trying to play their game, like you drive certain areas just have dog shit dead spots and you're just playing God of War and it'll just fucking go down to like 5 frames and resolutions at like 360p, and it's just like that's not the optimal way to play a handheld game. So it's just like I don't know. They should just
I feel like the handhelds have to be built towards like the fucking Steam Deck. That's like the
yeah
go to like Switch, Steam Deck. Like it's just the way it is. It's just good. It's a good fucking handheld for playing like really like good games like that. I think my buddy was
yeah or
playing
like
it.
the ROG Ally whatever it's called
Yeah,
like they're good. Those are good. Like it's like yeah they have some memory on there. You can expand it, play games on the go.
yeah, that's it. And fucking Sony has to fucking goddamn support it with the first part fucking titles. Instead of making
Hmm.
like six of them and then just have a ton of third party anime fucking weeb games to be on it, you know?
Yeah.
Or like that one that seven bird star children shit where you have like you hold hands and you have children with these fucking anime babes. Or if I played that fucking PSP one, Conception. It's called Conception Two. That's what it's Conception Two. Because the first one was like, it wasn't called Conception. It was something else, and it said, but it says like, please have my babies or some shit. That was literally the title of the game. Because like you literally just hold hands. You find the girl with the biggest plot and just hold hands and make fucking amazing babies with them. And those are babies that you use to like in the game to like fight against monsters and shit. So other than that, but like you don't want this weird title. Like I want to see more God of Wars or some shit on there. I guess call it face it Call of Duty, but like kind of like they had the little side declassified shit or whatever.
Hmm.
Um, Uncharted's like Ratchet and Clanks or something, dog.
I know, and that's the thing is too. If they do make a handheld, are they gonna make like specific games, or is it just like you can play games on both? Like, are they going to move to where it's like obviously the Steam? Like, if you have a gaming PC and you have a Steam Deck, you can play in between the two. Is that the way they're going to do it, or are they going to do it where it's like yeah, like where it's the Vita, where there's exclusive titles and you can only buy them and only get them on the handheld experience? So I don't know. I feel like I feel like you kind of just have to do it where it's like the Steam Deck now. Like I don't know, because like you can clearly just like lower the scaling of all that shit to get games to work on there. Because I mean, if God of War can play in a Steam Deck, like I don't know, because if you were like, oh, we're releasing a new God of War game, it's only available on our new PlayStation handheld, people will be like, well, why can't it just be on both? Like I don't know.
If Sony's smart, they'll make it, and Xbox too. The handheld will be complementary with
That's
consoles.
what that's what we were just saying. It's like, do they make it where the
Like
games are
like
only
like the
exclusive?
Vita
Yeah.
was like part of it, right? The Vita was kind of
No,
working
no.
with the PS.
I'm talking about. I'm talking about maybe not. I mean, like how Devin was. I've been listening to you guys for the past couple minutes. like how Devin was saying, where
Or
maybe it doesn't need to be like a Switch style thing where it's the console is the handheld, but it's where like if you buy the God of War, whatever it's called, God of War Egypt or whatever it is, on the PlayStation 6, and you have the PlayStation, maybe they call it the PlayStation Portal 2
Portal Pro.
or Portal Pro, whatever it is, that when you take that out, and if you could download it onto the PlayStation Portal 2, and it plays just like that. Yeah, maybe it is a little degraded and it plays at 1080p 60 or whatever instead of 4K, but it's the game. It's not a specific like God of War, Ghost of Sparta, or anything like that. It is the same game on both. Like how you were saying, Devin. If you buy a game on Steam and you have a Steam Deck, yeah, it plays on Steam Deck for the most part. That's how it has to be. I think I think nowadays a dedicated handheld console, I don't think it could work anymore. Not when like,
Outside of Nintendo.
huh?
Outside of Nintendo.
No, I don't even think Nintendo could do a dedicated handheld
I
console anymore.
know.
Like,
Because yeah, but like I don't know, like the Switch is like I mean like they let people choose if they want it to be a dedicated handheld. Because like I
that's why.
I I know I rarely use my Switch to play through the TV. Like I usually like always play on the handheld mode.
And I think the thing is, it makes no sense to make a dedicated handheld nowadays when handheld, like, quote unquote handheld consoles can look as good as they do, with, the Steam Deck or the ROG Ally and all that. So if you were, you make a handheld console, it has to be where, yeah, it works seamlessly. Like, I gotta go somewhere, but I'm gonna keep playing games. I'm gonna be waiting. Maybe I have an appointment. I'm gonna be in the waiting room for a while. I'm gonna take my PlayStation Portal 2 or Xbox Series H and just play this game on the go. And then obviously you connect to the internet, and if like you're playing Call of Duty, you can play Call of Duty, and it's the Call of Duty experience. It's not Black Ops Declassified or something. It's Black Ops 6 or Modern Warfare 4 or whatever Call of Duties would be out at that time. I think you
That's
just
true. We're getting better handhelds. I mean, stuff like fuck. We have Warzone Mobile, which is still plays with people with console and shit. So, whatever.
yeah.
No, 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 I never mind. It's not. It's just a Warzone experience, but like you still can use controllers and shit, and it still looks like 2019 on fucking when it was like Warzone, like that server, I guess. But it's still like not bad. It still looks good. It's not some fucking cheaty choppy shit. So obviously if you have better connection, it helps. But yeah, I think it was just technology now. Yeah, I think I just do declassified in there, but just because handheld. But yeah, just having more games to play instead of your generic. Like we always get the third party uh JRPGs or something like that Sony always fucking just throws in there. They're like, so we have games. Like, what about your first party? Well, we got games on it, so kiss my ass.
And I think that's the thing too. I think that another reason it has to be like that, where it is just like I said, let's say we have the Series X2, and now the Series S, or we'll go with the Series S as the handheld. Instead of it being like, oh, here's the cheaper console, the Series S is the handheld, the Series X2 is the powerful console. So like you buy the new Gears of War game, Gears of War. Maybe by the time those things are out, Gears of War 6, and I'm playing Gears of War 6 with you guys, on my Series X2. But I'm like, oh shoot, I gotta go. I'm gonna go do this or whatever. But I can still play Gears of War if wherever I'm gonna be. So I take my Series S, and it's just Gears of War 6. and I'm able to play. Like I think you have to, the reason it's better to do that is that now you don't have to like, oh, here's Gears of War, whatever, or here's a specific version, yeah, for the handheld that like you have to have another studio make or another developer make. You have to spend money and resources on that. Whereas now you don't have to do that. You could just, oh, we're just making the game. It's not going to look as good on the handheld, but it it's the same game. Obviously, I think for companies that's even better. They don't have to spend as much money. And like Microsoft's already got uh, experience in doing that kind of thing now with the Series S and Series X. So I just think this is the way they're gonna have to go, the companies. So
Yeah, well, then just make games available to digitally download because I don't want to be streaming. I'm like that's what like I still like I just don't think I'll get a portal. Like 'cause I don't know if you heard, it's just like I like you can just be on the bus or if you're a
no,
passenger
no, no.
in
I
someone's car, you'll
I'm
go through a
saying
dead spot. Like
I'm
yeah,
saying these handheld consoles have to be able. You have to be able to download the games on there.
yeah.
It's not just streaming. It is also I downloaded the game onto. Maybe you can only have like two or three, whatever. But you downloaded that game, and so you know when you let's say yeah you're playing the new God of War or the new Gears of War, and you're in the middle of a level, and you stop just real quick. Oh, let me turn it on, start the game up. I'm still at home. Let the cloud save so it knows where I am, and then boom, put it in sleep mode and go. And then wherever you are, play. You're now Gears of War, playing Gears of War 6 right where you left off at home. But it has, yeah, no, they have to be able to. The games have to be able to be downloadable, like onto the actual handheld. Can't be a PlayStation Portal situation. It has to be basically a Nintendo Switch thing or Steam Deck kind of thing, whatever you want to call it. So yeah. All right, let's go ahead and move to this last Sony thing. Uh, I don't, I don't know if this has been confirmed that it's happening, but this is just a report regardless. Uh, Sony is looking supposedly to buy Katakawa Corporation. Um, they're mainly an anime thing, so that's what we're going to be focusing on with this discussion, I guess, a little bit. The reason this is getting a lot of, I guess, eyes on this news story is that the Katakawa Corporation actually owns uh, From Software. So if Sony were to buy Katakawa, they will own From Software. That's obviously not going over well with some people online. But the people who are crying that Microsoft buying Activision was monopolization, they're they're definitely silent right now with PlayStation or Sony supposedly looking to buy Katakawa. Now, the reason I mentioned the whole anime thing is that that's what Katakawa Corporation is mainly. They're like a distribution or something for anime, and that's why Sony is looking to buy them. They're trying to beef up their anime like stable and everything because Sony owns Crunchyroll, right?
Yeah.
JJ, that's like I'm not, and Funimation too.
Well, Funimation is closed. Crunchyroll owns Funimation, but they closed Funimation now.
So, but yeah, when it came to Funimation and all that, because Crunchyroll owned it, but Sony owns Crunchyroll. Um, I mean, this is just Sony basically trying to take over the anime space. It looks like. uh, maybe we should have talked about this first. This doesn't seem like something you guys are too interested in, right?
What's gonna suck ass, dude? Like Sony doesn't do shit and don't even ask for Bloodborne 2, and they want to buy the company. Fucking piece of shit, bro.
I mean, it, that's the thing. So I guess whatever about the anime. Devin, we'll go. We'll start with you. Do you think if they bought Katakawa, you think they're they're gonna make FromSoft games exclusive?
I don't see why they wouldn't. I mean,
It's stupid as fuck, bro. If they do, it's literally the dumbest play.
yeah, but I mean,
But the same people that literally thought, oh, Xbox is gonna make Call of Duty Xbox exclusive. Like, are you fucking stupid? No, they love money. You fucking
yeah.
retard.
But Sony, when Sony buys their studios and stuff, they try to keep them exclusive. I mean, it's not like they, I don't know, like Kojima once fucking Kojima was not like under the PlayStation umbrella. He's like, all right, Xbox, here you go, here's Death Stranding. So it's just like,
Yeah, Sony does try to keep. The only reason like Bungie,
or they would be timed exclusives, like 6 to 12 months, and then they'd go on PC later. Like, but they would definitely be, I think, bare minimum timed exclusives, if not forever exclusives.
yeah. I mean, yeah. I think, yeah. Sony, like, they're clearly like that. This is what the intention is, that they want this company for the anime stuff, but if they can get From Software, oh, that's a nice bonus, and I think they're willing to. I think they're willing to make From Soft games exclusive. From Software is a big enough company now, or maybe not big enough, but like popular enough that you know what? Yeah, we want them just on our console. Oh, you want to play the new
Yeah.
Elden Ring game? Well, you're gonna have to buy a PlayStation.
Well, yeah. From Software, yeah, like if Elden Ring 2 or whatever the next game that comes out from Software, like it's a fucking cultural event now. It's like,
Well, actually, maybe not Elden Ring. Isn't Elden Ring published by Bandai Namco?
okay,
Yeah.
well, whatever. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, then, so the next From Software game that comes out, whether it's another Bloodborne or whatever, like they're big like cultural events where like you got now streamers that are like Tyson at who never were like these people that were never like From Soft people, like they're now on it. So you have like way more eyes on these games than ever before. So yeah, like I said, so I think bare minimum timed exclusives, if not forever exclusives,
Forever Alone.
just like you.
Definitely not true. Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
if they did, bro.
We'll,
If
we'll
they
see what
probably did
happens.
times. It's only gonna. It's only gonna come to PC.
I mean,
Just
it's
make a
gonna,
shitty
yeah,
port on
it'll come to
on
PC,
Sony.
but yeah. All right, let's just go ahead and move to this last thing. What was it? Last Monday they released these, right? The Game of the Year nominees. I think it was last Monday.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah. So the Game Awards released the list of their. I think it was for everything, right? The nominees for all the different. Um,
Yeah.
Yeah. All of it.
we're only focused on one category, the Game of the Year. So it's 6 games, quote unquote games. The games that are nominated are Astrobot. I don't know why that, but whatever. Black Myth
Slow year,
Wukong,
man.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Metaphor Refantasio, Balatro, and here's why I said quote unquote games: Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree. Now, I think this list is stupid because there were other games. Fuck, I have to look through what was released this year, but I've seen other people saying, why was this game not considered and stuff like that. There's games that are like, really, you're not going to consider this one, but you're going to consider
What?
Astrobot.
Helldivers.
I think Helldivers was one of them. That they're like, really, you're not going to consider Helldivers a Game of the Year nominee? That was a very good game. It got good reviews, and it was, Now, I mean, if you look, a lot of these games kind of did get released in the second half of the year. That that's kind of the when a game releases earlier in the year, it's kind of a curse.
You kind of forget about it.
Yeah. So, I mean, it does kind of also make sense why these are the nominees, but yeah, there's Helldivers was one of them. I've seen people like, what about? Oh, Stellar Blade was released this year, I think, right? That game,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't understand why that game's not on like Stellar Blade. From everything I've seen, and even earlier today when I was watching my brother, like, yeah, the game is very good. Uh, I mean, I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but like the new Zelda game is phenomenal. I don't understand why that's not on there. Uh, yeah, I'm. This list is very just like I don't know what the word. I guess just meh.
Mid.
It's mid. Like
Mid.
yeah. Like I
It's not
understand.
bussing.
Yeah. Cause that's the thing is that like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is on there. Why? Like I don't understand that. I understand that Astrobot was a good game, but I don't know if that should have been on there. I haven't played Metaphor ReFantasio. I don't see a lot of people talking about it like that.
Well,
Balatro
Zach,
I
when we
saw.
talked about it,
Huh?
really like loved the shit out of that one. He's like Balatro. Zach was like fucking jerking the fuck off of the
So
game.
Balatro makes sense. For at least a solid month, that game seemed to have taken over all of social media, video game social media. Like there was so
Well,
many
for a
people all
month.
over.
Look at Helldivers 2 was for like a few months
But
for
see,
Helldivers 2, and that
that's what I'm
fucking
saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why I think this list is extremely stupid. Like there are games that make sense. Black Myth Wukong being on there makes sense. Balatro on there being on there makes sense. I'll even say Metaphor, even though I don't really see people talk about it, so I have no idea. But like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth should not be on there. I mean, people were talking about it because it's Final Fantasy, but it should not be on there. Astrobot should
well,
not
the
be
thing
on
it is,
that game.
it's not a bit.
Like Astrobot should not be on this. Like everything I've seen in that game, it's a very good platformer, but it does not hold a candle to some of the like better platformers that have come out. And
Like Rayman.
or even just like you know the last Mario game. You know, like I don't understand. And then look, I love Elden Ring. I do. I really do. Shadow of the Erdtree should not be nominated. It's a DLC. It's an expansion pack. The Game of the Year nominations should be for games
Then there
that
should be
released
better
this year. I mean,
games. No, I'm saying. I mean, like you're telling me like there was not enough good games, so to add a fucking DLC as Game of the Year. That's my take on it.
but I gave you like a
Yeah. I
list.
mean,
I
Shadow
gave
of
you
the
a list
Earth.
of three other games.
Shadow, but like, yeah,
But they
but
weren't
like,
on it though. They weren't nominated. They
They
weren't good
should have
enough to
been.
beat a
But that's
fucking
what I'm saying.
add-on.
They should have been
dude,
nominated.
like I know you access Shadow of the Earth Tree as a DLC, but that game is not a fucking DLC. Like it's a full like if they would have just called like if you would have went through a new menu and they just called that Elden Ring 2, you would have been satisfied with that
Yeah,
game.
yeah, that shit like fucking like a lot of those back then when they did all 360 games. Remember they're like the big $20. Fuck, was it the Far Cry Dragon? What the fuck? Far Cry 3 Dragon shit. That was an add-on, right? But that's a whole standalone game or some shit. It's like
Wait. Blood
40 bucks.
Dragon?
Well, it wasn't an add-on. It was like an extra thing, but
You're talking about Far Cry
Yeah.
3
Or like
Blood
essentially it's
Dragon,
like
right?
yeah, like that fucking little arcadey, but it's like
Yeah,
good enough
no,
to be
that
a
was a whole
fucking
new game.
standalone game.
That was a whole new game.
Yeah, it's a standalone game. It's a standalone
It
little
was a standalone game.
arcade shit. Yeah, but still, this game could have been a fucking standalone fucking expansion.
yeah, or like the Grand Theft Auto when Grand Theft Auto 4 did like the Ballad of Gay Tony and stuff like that. Like I feel like if the expansion is big enough, I don't have an issue with it being on the Game of the
Yeah,
Year
100%.
list.
It's not like fucking Destiny expansions. Fuck no. Like back when expansions are actually fucking. Damn, he's actually pretty
Okay,
OP, man. You know.
so you guys are in the like you're okay with at least Shadow of the Earth Tree, but just what about the
Be
list
better
in
than
general?
Chad.
No,
Just
I'm okay with really good fucking shit being Game of the Year.
yeah.
Okay, so
If you're gonna complain about like Shadow of the Earth Tree, it's like just be better than Shadow of the Earth Tree.
Yeah,
okay, so is it safe to assume you guys think that's what's winning Game of the Year?
100%. I wouldn't be surprised. Like I said, it's either Shadow of the Earth Tree or fucking Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah. Did Baldur's Gate? Baldur's Gate came out last year or this year?
Last year,
It came out last year.
Okay. So I was like, yeah,
It
I
came out
was
on
like,
Xbox in December when they dropped it at the VGAs.
yes.
gotcha.
So okay, that's just what you. I mean, look, I mean, you guys have convinced me. Okay, yes, and I did talk about it last week because when we talked about like they were going to allow expansion and all that. It is big enough to be like if it was, even if it was tweaked a little bit, yeah, it could have been its own standalone thing,
Yeah,
basically
it
a
could
whole
have.
new game, like you're talking about, like the Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, or what was that one, Far Cry Primal, or that,
Far Cry Primal was a whole new game, but that was dog shit.
but it used the map of, I want to say Far
Yeah, I
Cry
mean it.
4.
Far Cry 4, yeah, just reuse the same exact fucking map.
Yeah, it used the same map. Or what was the Far Cry 5, right? It used the same map. It was just that, what was it called? It used the Far Cry 5 map. It was like a post-apocalyptic thing.
With the
Uh,
expansion pass for that one?
it
The
was its own,
twins? Whatever?
yeah, it was a game. It was its own game, but it was like a cheaper game, right? It was only like $50 or something. What was it called?
Yeah, I don't know what
Oh
it's
yeah,
called, but yes, it's the one with the twins. The one
yeah, I
that
know
Yeah,
what
I
you're
think that
talking
was another
about.
dog shit one. I thought.
I don't remember what it's called, but it used the Far Cry 5 map. So basically, that's yeah. Like
Yeah,
if
like if Shadow of the Earth Tree would have just like added new bosses into the same map that we had been going around, then I would have been like, yeah, that is just like folded in some DLC. But they literally you get sent to a whole new area
a whole new
and
map.
like yeah, it's a whole new map. Like the leveling system is different. It's not even like it basically doesn't like basically what you did before doesn't fucking
Yeah,
matter.
yeah. It's like, oh, you're level 1,000. Who gives a fuck? You're useless here.
I get you. Okay. So and then yeah, you guys think that yeah, Shadow of the Retreat. That's just it's just winning.
Like, yeah, yeah. Because why change the whole VGA shit? Like, should we add a DLC? I think we should. Like, that's give the giveaway. Like, yeah, of course they're gonna do it.
I
If
mean,
they
when you
firmly
look
stood
online,
this
when you
being a
look
game.
online, that's like the assumption. Shadow of the Year, like even before it was announced, Shadow of the Year Tree was going to be like nominated. Everyone's like, oh, they're so definitely giving Game of the Year to Shadow of the Year Tree. That's why this is now part of that.
Yeah, you have to change the fucking rules. Yeah, 100%, 100%.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you guys are right. When you're right, you're right.
It's just like the whole shit with whole fucking like Hollywood shit. You know, like it's all fucking predetermined anyway. It doesn't fucking matter.
Mm, wow.
Yeah, and you don't even need to win Game of the Year to slap a Game of the Year sticker. Like, I mean, you can get Game of the Year. Like, if we were to be like, I think Game of the Year is Bluey the video game.
All of a sudden, Bluey releases a new cover.
Yeah, they'll throw that
Video,
shit in there.
Game of the Year edition.
Yeah,
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 hundred
you're
percent.
right.
It's just
I've seen some Game of the Year editions that are like, really? Just because
uh,
Game Informer, rest in peace, gave it Game of the Year. Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Well, we'll find out everything when the Game Awards. What is it? December? Is it in December?
Yeah,
I want to say it's
he's a
December
star.
12th. I think it's December 12th because I think it's the same day as my company's Christmas party, my job's Christmas party. I think it's the same day, meaning I
Yeah.
won't be able to watch it live. I'll have to catch a rerun,
Catch you
or
on the
I'll
flippity flip.
or I'll probably just look at who won and then we'll talk about it afterwards, like on the next podcast afterwards. But yeah, all right. So with that, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and call that a podcast for the week.
That sounds
Ah
good.
man.
Sounds good, dog. Hell yeah,
Yeah.
dude. On my day, dude.
So we'll go ahead and call it a show. We'll be back next week. Hopefully, there's some more exciting stuff to talk about. But it is kind of slowing up a little bit. I think everything is waiting for maybe the Game Awards or something. Then we'll probably start getting more news, especially the Game Awards. You know, it has announcements and all that stuff. So, all
Yeah.
right, all right. I've been your host, Everett. Devin,
See you, nerds.
JJ.
See ya, nerds.
All right. Until next time, we'll catch you later.